So I haven't made a Boogie video in a little bit over a month, and for the most part is because I feel like Boogie falls into this cycle of only being relevant like once every 2 months or so. He'll do something that's so outlandish that people will comment on it. The last time it was him doing an interview with Turkey Tom and basically gaslighting the entire time and talking about how he's always the victim and he has mental disabilities and whatever. I guess that's all not true, because he seems like the happiest person in the entire world in this video. He's so happy, guys. You want to know why he's happy? Because he is allegedly dating an 18-year-old. You know, it's just like, how couldn't you be happy? Boogie's 48 years old, and according to Keemstar's girlfriend, Boogie is dating an 18-year-old. Huh, that's weird. He claims that she's 20. That's still not great. Yeah, sorry, those 2 years, they're going to make a huge difference. A real big difference here. And there's a lot of questions we're going to have to ponder throughout this entire video, because this is only going to end in disaster, as we could all expect. And I'm not even exaggerating. This short 7-minute long video is one of the most uncomfortable videos I feel like I've ever sat through. And it's not even because like crazy stuff's going on. It's just like some moral aspect in my mind just keeps replaying over and over and over again. And I just can't get over it. So, Boogie has a teenage girlfriend, allegedly. Let's see what he has to say.
So, we've been living together now for a couple of weeks, right?
Right.
What do you think? Are you having fun?
I'm having a lot of fun.
And you've decided that you are ready to let the internet know. Are you nervous?
I'm more excited than nervous.
So there's plenty of questions that we're allowed to ask, and even Boogie asked them himself. He's even curious about it. You know, Boogie says that he's gonna make one and only tweet about my age. She's an adult, she's 20, I am older. But look at me, man, I am fat, old, and ugly as sin. When an adult woman and I get along with wants to give it a shot, I'm gonna do the smart thing and give it a shot. If you can't handle that, tell your therapist. And yes, I love this argument that people like to do online, where it's like, why are you so obsessed with me? Why do you care so much, dude? Like, get a life, leave me alone. And it's like, you're the one posting all this stuff online. He literally was on Twitter for like 2 days talking about, oh, should I show my girlfriend on film? I don't know if I should. And he had a podcast, or appeared on a podcast previously, saying that he would never do it. But I guess she changed her mind. Maybe she realizes that being in a relationship with Boogie is horrendous, and her only option is to try and garner some clout off of him. That's not the worst idea, I guess, you know? But they are already living together. So, and they say, or she says, that they started talking back in October of 2022. So, that's like 8-9 months ago, something like that. And if Keemstar's girlfriend's right, and she is 18, then we're walking the tightrope of 3 months there, you know, of trying to figure out when this whole conversation started, and whether or not, you know, we have to get some law enforcement up in here. And it's just, it makes me feel ick. It makes me feel icky thinking about it. And the way that she says, I've been having fun. It's like, having fun doing what? You know, are you cleaning him? He can't reach everywhere. Are you helping him clean? You know, are you giving some sloppy toppy to him? I mean, I don't even know if I really want to know, but part of me wonders how a mentally unstable 20-year-old girl, how she navigates a relationship with a 500-pound dude. Let me know.
We got to know each other. We've been very careful about it. We were doing the long distance thing,
Yeah.
which was hard. Wasn't that hard?
It was difficult. It had its challenges.
Yeah. And you wrote me on a social media platform. I think it's
Yes.
one of the major three, but I don't necessarily want to dox her today.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody blowing up her socials. And we talked about just life, man, being hard, right?
Right.
You've not had the easiest life. You've gone through it.
Well, neither have you.
Yeah.
So, where do I even start with this? It is weird because how can these two relate to each other about the struggles in their life? And I'm being 100% genuine. I know that a lot of people want to say, oh, you know, other people's traumas, they don't know age or whatever. But this just feels oddly weird that like a almost 50-year-old dude is trying to relate his traumas to a 20-year-old girl. Like, nobody else sees this as being like gross. You know, I could say more extreme words, but I don't want to reach the slander section of the video. I want to avoid that at all costs. But it's just, what are they even talking about? You know, there was somebody that asked Boogie online, and they said, wow, she's dating you? I wonder what her relationship with her father is. And Boogie responded essentially saying, yeah, what relationship with her father? That's the whole thing. This girl is mentally just out. She's out there because she has to have some sort of ulterior motive. I'm sorry, Boogie, but there's no other explanation. You know, unless you're paying for her, or, you know, obviously she got to move in with you. As a 20-year-old, that sounds pretty sick, to go move into a house. You know, nobody that age can really dream that anymore. I can't even dream that, and I'm, you know, in my mid-20s trying to get a house, you know. So there's a lot of things, you know. The picture of these two is just like, oh boy. You know, you can't trust a chick that has cheetah print tattoos. That's a major red flag. But once again, you can't trust a guy who 6 minutes ago was saying that he was too mentally unstable to be able to have any sort of coherent conversation with somebody, and now all of a sudden he's the happiest he's ever been. Oh man.
A lot of people tell me on my channel that I seem happier. And duh,
Aww.
because I am.
Yep.
And you seem really happy.
Yep, you make me very happy.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I can't say, oh yeah, good for them. I just can't. Because even if this relationship is somehow genuine and there's no other factors being contributed to it, it's just like, poor girl. It makes me think of when DSP was allegedly grooming Panda Lee, and she eventually wised up and got rid of that relationship because DSP is a piece of trash. And maybe this girl will realize the same thing, because what life are you leaving or leading dating Boogie as a 20-year-old? You know, it's just like, it's getting eerily creepy, and I can't imagine them being in public together. You know, these two, maybe it's their sick fascination. You know, Boogie loves prostitutes, and he loves, I'm sure he has a sick fetish with adult content online, just to put it bluntly. So I'm sure this guy, he's obviously not mentally well in the head, so I'm sure he's exerting these perversions to try and get these young girls to come hang out with them, come live with me. Ugh.
Rogers Aquatic Center. I try to come out here at least a couple times a summer. This is my first time coming out with somebody. Doe, are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Are you going to do the big slides?
No.
Are you going to do the lazy river with me?
Yes, I am.
Are you just going to sit in a beach chair and look pretty?
Yep, that too.
There you go. Nice. I love my little Mortal Kombat bag. Ed Boon, send me a new one for the new Mortal Kombat.
He's just talking to her like she's his daughter, and it's just really gross, dude. It's like, you can't do this like puppy talk type of stuff, because with the ginormous disparity between them, both in size and in age, it just comes off as creepy. And like, oh, you gonna ride the big slides? You gonna go down the lazy river with me? You gonna let me film your ass from behind? You know, it's just like, dude, like, ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. It feels really uncomfortable. It feels like found footage. It feels like, you know, if this was a normal video, this would be like a remembrance video of like, oh man, I lost my dad. Here's the fun time we had at the water park. Not some perversion.
Oh my god, I'm finally not going to burn. Dude, having a partner rocks. Yeah.
I just keep thinking about if they kiss in public. It's like, you know, there are those stories where it's like adult male is taking his daughter or his niece or somebody out wherever to the park or grocery shopping or whatever, and some Karen will call the police on him, accusing him of being you know what, a Chance Wilkins, and it reminds me of that. And him giving a high five. How are we certain that this isn't one of his other escorts that he's done in the past, where he pays them to be in content with him to, I don't know, give him clout? I really don't know what the point of it was in the past, but how are we certain that this isn't one of those instances now? Huh. It just came across me, but any scenario from this that doesn't end with his channel just disappearing and being sucked into the ether is a bad scenario.
The worst part about getting wet in the summer is the first time you get wet, so I always like to make it a surprise.
So you have this absolute spurg just being filmed by some little girl. And part of the problem is that she looks really underage. I think that's part of my dilemma, is that she looks like she could be like 17 or 18. And obviously she's hanging out with this ginormous fat man and recording him in the water park. It's like, yeah, lots of red flags are going off inside my head. And he's just spurging out, screaming, and it just, the whole scenario, I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's got a current to it. Oh my goodness. Hi, I found you. This has got a heck of a current, huh?
I mean, I guess you can just chalk up all this goofy type of stuff as just like, Boogie's being happy and being joyful, as I'm sitting here cringing at every instance. Hi, I found you. It's like, yeah, that's something I would find on some horror tape, some horror movie. Have you ever seen the movie Creep? I feel like that's what the main character from Creep would say. Hi, I found you. I'm gonna record you. You record me? Oh, we're gonna make this fun family home movie. Isn't that gonna be fun? I've said it a million times. I'll keep saying it. You know you don't like it when I repeat the same things, like when I kept saying that Airsoft Fatty was being preposterous. Well, I don't like Boogie dating a little kid. Alright? A little teen girl. I don't like it. No bueno. So we basically get the montage of him recreating that viral video of him falling into the pool. And I remember when he talked about in the past how upset he was that it wasn't being recommended in like the search algorithm or whatever on YouTube, and he wasn't getting enough views from it, and that's why he didn't have as much money from YouTube anymore. I mean, he's getting more views than he did like 6 months ago, but it's still not great. He's still pretty irrelevant. Yet he's doing wacky stuff like this, and it's just like, how can I not talk about him?
But now I want to do something for you, darling.
Oh, what do you want to do?
You should get something fancy to eat. Are you on a nice meal?
I do.
I know just the place.
Ooh, okay.
There we go. That's the best thing. Come. Here, eat a fry. Have a fry.
What a hot date.
Oh, you like McDonald's?
Yep.
I got you 2 cheeseburgers.
This just feels like I'm trapped in his basement and he's forcing me to watch this video. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. And the way that he's talking to her gives me this, like, controlling vibe. I don't really know how to explain it. But him talking, oh, I think we should get you something nice to eat. Wouldn't that be nice, doll, baby girl, doll? I know it's all a skit. I understand that. This wasn't a real scenario. But the way that he's just talking to her seems a little bit demeaning in a sense. I don't know how. It doesn't seem as lovey-dovey. It seems more of a dominant versus subservient role. And the whole thing. I don't like it. Throw it into the lake. Scrap it, Boogie. You know, let's just see you fight another fat guy. You know? Why do we have to jump from London boxing match with Wings of Redemption to dating a potentially 18-year-old? And he said on Twitter he's willing to show Keemstar's girlfriend his girlfriend's ID. I don't know if that happened. I mean, what do you even do with her, dude? Either way, that's painful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, date somebody around your age bracket. Alright? Don't go searching far below or far above. Stay within your age bracket, okay? Until next time, talk to you guys later. Peace.